Okay, I'm going to start saying it. My sister is not my father's daughter. My mother knows. My father knew. My sister has never been told. She is 35 and she has 2 children of her own. My dad passed away 3 years ago. He had a stroke in his sleep. He was 71. My mom was 80 miles from him at her sister's that night, and she came home in the morning, and she was the one who found him. I flew in to help with the house. My sister Claire flew in too. Claire and I are 7 years apart. I'm the older one. Claire was a surprise, the kind of surprise that becomes the family story. The unplanned baby that became everyone's favorite. My mother in her late 30s saying she had given up, and then there had been Claire, and we were all so blessed. The house was a 50-year house. There was paperwork everywhere. Mom went to bed at 9 every night, and Elena and I would sort. On the second week, I was in Dad's desk in the basement, and I found a folder labeled Medical 1987. Inside, it was a discharge summary from a urology office in Cleveland. It was a vasectomy. The date on the surgery was August of 1987. Claire was born in March of 1990. I sat on the floor of the basement, and I did the math twice. Then I did it a third time. Then I put the folder back in the drawer, and I went upstairs, and I made tea, and I asked Claire how she was holding up. Mom is alive. Mom is healthy. Mom is 75 and lives in a condo 2 miles from my sister and dotes on my sister's children. My sister's children look like Claire. Claire looks like my mother. The math is the math. I did not tell Claire. I did not tell my husband. I did not tell my mother that I had found the folder. I took the folder. I took it home with me. I did not throw it away. I do not know why I did not throw it away. It is in a fireproof safe in our basement, in a manila envelope inside a fireproof box, where the only thing I am certain it can do is keep being a thing that exists. Claire has, in the 3 years since Dad died, called me twice to tell me she's been thinking about doing one of those mail-in DNA tests. The first time she said she wanted to look at the Italian side. The second time she said she just thought it would be fun. I made non-committal noises both times. I did not say don't do it. I did not say do it. I told her I'd been thinking about getting mine done too. I have not gotten mine done either. There is a kit on my counter from Christmas of 2023 that I have not opened. Dad knew. I want to be clear about that. Dad had to have known. The vasectomy was in 1987, and Claire was born in 1990, and Dad was an engineer, and Dad was a careful man, and there is no version of the timeline where my father is the same man at Claire's birthday in March of 1990 as he was at Christmas in 1989, unless he had decided, on his own, in some quiet room, to be the same man on purpose. Dad never said a word. Dad walked Claire down the aisle at her wedding in 2018. Dad picked her up from the airport at every holiday. Dad held her babies. Dad chose her. Every day he was alive, he chose her. That is the most decent thing I have ever known about my father, and he never told anyone he was doing it, and that is the part I have not been able to find a word for in 3 years. My mother lives 2 miles from Claire. I live 900 miles from both of them. I have not asked my mother anything. I am not going to. Claire's older child is starting kindergarten in the fall. He looks like my mother. He has my mother's eyes. The folder is in the safe in the basement. What would you have done? Tell me in the comments.